Hey y'all, this is Thomas with Project Portland. We're planning a church in Portland, Oregon, and we're starting a podcast to talk about it. You can follow along. I hope you'll join us in our journey as we talk about the things that we learn while we're planting. And I have special guests, friends in ministry along, that talk about the behind the scenes of what it's like to take the gospel to a new place. Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Thomas and this is David. And we are starting a new podcast called Planting Portland. We are in the process of planting a church, and we just want to share our journey and our experience with you. We don't have a lot of experience, but we are doing it. And so, this is hopefully going to be a help to anybody who wants to see the behind the scenes of what it looks like to reach a new place, to move, to share the gospel, to see a church started. And we hope to report on things that we learn, not just on things that we hope to do. So we hope there'll be a benefit to you. But as David and I are co-planting, if you will, we'll have this as a means for us to be able to just talk about things that are important to us, lessons that we're learning, and some kind of creative outlet for tangible success, if you will. And so we certainly don't want to be successful in the material kind of way, but we said before that ministry can be somewhat hard to ascertain what's going on in people's lives. What is success? How are they doing? And this is at least a project to work on that has a beginning and an end to complete something. So, yeah. David, do you want to take a moment to introduce yourself, tell people why we're doing this right now?
Yeah, as Thomas said, we, as we're here planting a church together, podcast probably was not like really something that was on my mind, as you know, but I think it's kind of cool for a couple of reasons. One, as we've talked about before, it's like it kind of feels like this isn't something that really is me. I don't want to be on a camera. I don't want people to know who I am. I don't feel like an expert, certainly not just don't feel like I'm not an expert in really any of these things. So it kind of feels like a bit of an imposter out here telling people how to plant a church to me. But at the same time, I think where I had some conviction of that is not being willing to share the things that we have learned, because there's people out there that feel like God wants them to plant a church, and like maybe we're at least just one step ahead of where they're at right now. And if we can share like, this is what the next thing looks like. All right, so you want to plant a church, but you're not even in discipleship. Well, we can at least say we were faithful in discipleship. We were faithful in ministry. That's the first step. After that, all right, well, we've moved. We can tell you what that's like, So I think at least kind of sharing as we go, if it's helpful to anybody anyway, we should be good stewards of what God's taught us and share it. And on the flip side is we also, I need to learn to not say, as we've talked about, because nobody cares that we've talked about this before. But, I think a secondary thing that'll be kind of cool is just having a little bit of a video diary to look back on, even though that wasn't the intention. Kind of a cool side product is we'll be able to go back years from now and kind of see, man, that's what I forgot we were trying that thing, or man, we were discussing that. Well, we learned better than that, or even just something sweet to look back on and be like, oh yeah, man, I remember that building, that office you were in, those kind of things. So, I think it'll be a cool thing, and kind of like, as you said, a creative outlet to make cool things and hopefully be a blessing to somebody. Yeah. Whether it's, like I said, it's not about profitability. We won't make money from this. That's not our intention at all. But if it can be profitable to someone else, that's our hope for sure.
That's good. Yeah. Well, we hope it's a blessing to you as we just talk about the things that we've done. I'm thankful to be able to do it together and have a faithful man help me plant a church. It means a lot to me. Plan to have some guests as we have friends and teams come into town and visit us. We'll have some pastors, if you're familiar with our fellowship at churches, pastors that you probably know, or people that are planting churches. We're just going to learn from their wisdom together. And then we have some topics planned for things that we're learning or have learned, like work-life balance, family ministry balance, where to plant, how to move, all kinds of different things that may be beneficial to somebody who would want to follow in our footsteps in their own place. Hopefully we plant more churches, other churches plant more churches, and there is church planting content out there, but some of it's super theological, some of it's outdated. This is just kind of real time for us where we are. And as a means of growth, I want to quote Solomon when he says, the better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, that we know we're not going to start cute and great. Just like planting a church, it doesn't start wonderful. But we're willing to learn and grow and figure out how to do this better. Hopefully it's a means of reaching people, connecting with people, or just being a blessing to have something to do. So that's what we're looking to do on Planting Portland, I think is what we're going to call it, right?
I think so.
We hope that you'll follow along. We'll probably get some episodes loaded up before we release them. So who knows when this will come out. So we have other jobs and other things to do. But we want to be a blessing, and I look forward to the journey.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. We'll see y'all later.